for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's 2nd and 8.
His throw incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And now the rookie's free.
Inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Here's Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And looking to throw, Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again, Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
To the air, Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Penix. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 13. That is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They ran a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
First down, Minnesota.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
On play action, they'll throw. There's a nice move. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so sad.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
19 Chargers.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They try the left side here with Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go. Set.
2nd and 9 now. Open man, that's Felton. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ty Felton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Roman Wilson taking it in. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down. And he checks this one down to Williams. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf, 19 Tiger, Mustang 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
They're going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They'll throw with Penix. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They got into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last series for a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Khalid, cut up. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Slot man moves right. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go, here we go. Come on, 70 Lions.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 24. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
36 yards on the play. Territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
He'll get this into the hands of Price. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Williams is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Now Penix. Pass the try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Great start to the 2nd quarter. Better than 30 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To the air. Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And looking to throw, Penix. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
It certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 check, Bobcat. Ready.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Cup 19, Cup 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Robinson up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late, and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal with some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hey, check that.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Ready.
Completes this to Addison out left. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest to kind of perform.